Hello YouTube. I am Themys. I am a puppet that Feathers has created based on the actual legal model in-game. So I'll talk more about my creation later, but first I kind of want to talk about something cool. It's a internet worm back from 2001. It's called Magister, also known as the Judge's Disemboweler. I mean, I think it's kind of fitting for me to be talking about this because I am a Lawbot, and Magister's payloads would be kind of devastating to a Lawbot's computer system and or brain if it got infected. So, it's an email worm. It spreads through emails and infects documents and sends itself to people. It's really scary. I don't know why email worms exist or existed, and maybe they still do exist. That's kind of scary. The robots were really taken over in the early 2000s, you know? Oh, cogs are email worms. I get it now. Toontown worms. Ha. Alright, anyway, that moment of self-realization out of the way, let's get going. So, essentially, Magister, it actually would, like, overwrite your booting stuff. It would, like, eat the hard drive, I'm pretty sure, and it would also overwrite the BIOS, so you would literally have to get a new, motherboard. That's not good. Not at all. So what Magister would do, it would hook itself into memory, it would run itself at startup, and if it found an X number of files, I think it's like 3 or 4 or 15 in some variants of it, if it found files with specific phrases that are related to the law, like habeas corpus, like things like that, if it found them in Word files like .doc and .txt, if it found X number of those in X number of files over the whole computer, in 1 month it would wipe, after infection, it would wipe the hard drive. After 2 months, if it didn't detect the things and you were still infected, it would be very silly and make your desktop icons run away from your mouse pointer on the odd days of the month. So every other day you would not be able to use your computer unless Magister was deleted, except for it disables all antivirus products, and if it detects any kind of virus removal tools or antiviruses on the system, it just crashes your computer if you try to open them, or if you even try to install them, I guess. But it's like my call me a nerd, but it's probably my favorite computer worm out there. There's a really good video on it by DanOct1. He's one of my favorite YouTube channels that isn't necessarily Toontown related. Feathers is just having me talk at this point, but so I'm kind of a computer virus malware nerd. I don't really know how to program them or what things they do and why they did the things. I just like them because they're like, oh crap, look at this thing that happened. So, Feathers has made a puppet. I am mostly based on a lot of, well, materials that Muppets use. That's kind of why I resemble Sam the Eagle quite a lot. But then again, I think Illegal Eagles were took a little inspiration from the guy, you know? So, I have my whole head, so my beak is just where the hand goes. You can kind of see, well, not with the stuffing in it, but if it didn't have any stuffing in it or anything really on it that made it look like an actual beak, you can kind of see where the fingers are positioned. We have the index finger and the thumb in the bottom half of my beak, which help make it move, and the other 3 fingers are in the top half. I actually have a moving eye mechanism as well in the top of my head, but it takes more than one hand to operate it, which I currently am not capable of doing right now. I have arms, which you are probably seeing them right now. I'm going to show most of my torso that I can. So as you can see, there are bolts and little gears on my knuckles to look like the bolts from the Knuckles and official Toontown artwork. And the fingers have wires in them so they can bend and be posed with in my arms are little. So you see how my arm kind of like fell, but it wasn't real foldy and waggly and wiggly? They use beads in the arms. They use beads on a string to make the arms flexible. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, I guess. I'll probably appear in more videos soon. Bye.